Spring is here and the weather isn't the only thing telling us. Animals are going to start shedding, and I'm here today to tell you how to take care of your horse in the soggy spring weather. My lovely model Red will help me show you how it's done. Those winter coats are thick and itchy in warmer weather, and they do exactly what they're meant to do. Keep heat in. So after you let your horse sniff the brush, the best thing you can do for your horse is help him with the shedding process. These are various types of brushes you can use for specific parts of the horse. Here in the video, I use the curry comb. This brush is good for once-over brushing. You can quickly use it through his mane, tail, on his legs to get the dried mud out from those mud angels he made a few hours ago. This comb has the same idea. I don't use it in the video or anything, but it's a lot like that other brush. I use it more for the shedding process because it's easier to clean out due to the rubber material it's made of. Up next, I use a brush I don't exactly know the technical term for. I call it the shedder. This brush is great for quick shedding. The teeth on it slide through the coat, removing the loose hair that's ready to come out. It looks vicious, but it's really like any other brush, just a lot easier to use. This brush could be used on the horse's legs, belly, and spine, but you have to be gentle with that as it could cause injury depending on the pressure you apply. It's ideal for the neck and body of your horse. Remember, anything too soft or too bony is off limits. Next comes hoof care. A horse's feet are one of the most important parts of the horse. Hooves are hard but fragile. Like your fingernails, they can split, crack, and get infected. Red and his herd are yearly victims of a bacterial disease called thrush. Being a moist season, spring is when the beginning signs of thrush usually start, but I'll get into that more in a second. The tool I use to clean Red's hooves is called a pick. The pick is like a toothpick, shoveling out all of the extra stuff in the horse's foot we don't want there. In the video, my pick has a brush, but not all picks have that, so don't worry about that part. All horses have different feet. Some are deeper than others, some are wider, etc. So you have to be careful with how you pick the hoof, being sure you aim for the mud and not hurting your horse. You want the hooves to be as clean as possible so the bacteria will have nowhere to go. Back on thrush real quick, again, this bacteria targets dark and moist places like the frog and the horse's hoof. That part in the middle of the foot is called the frog. A healthy frog has white tissue, whereas a damaged frog with thrush is black. You can't really tell on this one because it's really muddy still, but whoa there. Okay, no. The foot's clean, but you don't know what's happening here. Okay, you need to meet Red's best friend. This is called no thrush. Ladies and gentlemen, meet no thrush. This is Red's best friend and thrush's worst enemy. It looks like a fake purchase from a cheesy ad, but no thrush is legitimate. No thrush finds the bacteria and dries it out in the moisture of the foot. To be sure it works, do your best to keep your horse's feet as dry as possible after applying. When applying, you want to dust no thrush in the foot, pressing it into the sides of the frog, like so. You also want to get it in the cracks at the back of the hoof. It's not exactly pretty, but it does its job. So see, you gotta flake it right in there, press it in to make sure it gets in all the cracks. Now that Red looks handsome and happy, you're all done, and it's time for some treats. Red likes cookies and hugs because he's a cheesy old man. Yeah, he agrees. Now, after your thank yous have been exchanged, it's time to let him go so you can grab the next in line for assisted springtime shedding. Thanks for joining Red and I for my demo, and remember, a thrushless horse is a happy horse. Thank you.